It's with great pleasure, Sonia, to meet you today. Sonia Dhillon. So, Sonia, you are an aspirational figure for women globally. You've got Indian roots. You've been a successful businesswoman with Cisco in Silicon Valley for many years. You're the mother of two gorgeous girls, Saskia and Diva, aspiring polo women polo players. And you are the founder of the Dhillon Marty Foundation, and you also live in Tokyo. So first of all, tell us, what's the connection between Tokyo and polo?
Well, maybe because there's no connection, so we created one. My daughters have been riding since they were little kids. Every summer we go back to California where our house is, and there's a lot of horse riding. And when I did a few years back, doing a project in Punjab, India, where I originally come from, I did a documentary about horses and Punjabis. It's called Horse Riding, Punjabi Birthright.
Right.
And in that there was a big story about polo. It's our heritage and tradition. And so for a couple of years I kept on saying, we can't start polo because there's no polo in Tokyo. And as my girls are now 15 and 12, and this summer we said, okay, enough is enough. We are not waiting, we are taking charge, and here comes the polo. So this summer in California, we started to play polo. And now polo is bringing us to France, Soto Grande, and here with talking about international women's polo teams. That's how the polo started. Now we're looking, how do we continue doing polo in Tokyo?
Fantastic.
So it's another, opposite to why Tokyo and polo.
Yeah, and another string to your bow. And so tell us more now about the Dhillon Marty Foundation. What's that about?
It started in 2011 after Japan's earthquake. My father passed away beginning of that year. And you're already emotionally charged after somebody that close to you passes away. And then the earthquake happened beginning of March. It was amazing the way Japanese behaved. And I felt this is something we can all learn from. Being Indian and Punjabi, being in Silicon Valley for many years, most of my life, and then married to a Frenchman, having lived in Europe for a little bit, then moving to Japan for now more than 10, 12 years, it kind of made sense to share and put all of this together, to share it with the world, what I had learned from all these cultures. And it was quite moving to see how Japanese were not about them, but about getting out of the hardship as a community. And that's what got me started with the foundation.
Great. And then global citizenship.
That's, people ask me, who am I? I don't know which country I belong to, and I belong to a little bit to everyone. And in today's extremism, it sort of took me in this direction to say, if we shared the goodness of all of us from everywhere, it just makes sense that we are today global citizen, not just about one. It's layered identity of who we are. And that's how the global citizen started.
And the last thing is you've been very successful then in establishing this and making connections, and you're now working with UNESCO.
Yes, we started to do projects with many universities, from Stanford, the University of Tokyo. Over 10 universities and students, we got them together for last 3-4 years doing conferences, and we'll pick a topic relevant to that culture. So one year we did the conference and the workshops in California, the next year in Japan, and then India, Punjab, especially most of the Punjab and Amritsar. And each time we picked a topic that was relevant to that area. So for example, when we did it with the University of Tokyo, it was about sustainability in architecture. Japan is so ahead of and setting the trend about architecture and how to be minimalist. And so that's how many universities got involved with us. Now I'm working as an international research fellow at the University of Tokyo, where we are doing a benchmark study for global citizen. We're bringing a little bit of all the cultures, all the countries, to build a profile of what we are as a community. And with that we started to now engage UNESCO through the Japanese ambassador to UNESCO. And actually in a couple of days I go there to meet with them. And I've been lucky to get Kengo Kuma, a world-renowned architect, to design a sculpture for us, which we are hoping to place as one of the main cities in France. And each year we will promote, it's part of the Global Citizen Education, which is a big charter from UNESCO as well. And each year we'll pick a phrase with the help of our curating team, that's many scholars who are working with us at the University of Tokyo, and then taking global celebrities, a few from each continent and of different fields. You know, maybe one is a French chef, another one is a philosopher, another one is an artist and a singer. Many different mix of people, or a politician, or a business person. So collection of global citizens to select a phrase each year. And that phrase will be then discussed over social medias to kind of bring it to the grassroots all over the world. And then that phrase will be projected on the sculpture as well. But this phrase becomes brighter only as the discussion globally gets spread. So that's our objective. How do we educate? First, we are picking up the ideas. What are the important ideas that we need to share with the global society? And so we build as one unit. And then how do we educate? The way we educate the communities all over the world, even on small things like, for example, our driving habits. Every society understands that this is something very simple, but we must educate our community regularly on our driving rules. I felt, how come we don't think the same way about our just civic duties, who we are as civic citizens of our country or of the world? And that's what our objectives are.
And so, do you have any special messages then today for Polo women globally, and the little things that they can do to become better global citizens?
Our global citizenship is about equality and bringing all the people into it. 50% of the global community is women. So here, women first of all, and then it's International Women's Polo. And we as women, me, my two daughters and I, we are a bigger majority of our little family. And in Polo world especially, we are just starting to shine. So I feel this is the perfect rhythm for what we are trying to do to unite the society and to put a stamp of women on the Polo scene. So we want to work with you.
Well, what a fantastic message. Thank you so much. Well, Sonia Dhillon, it's been an absolute pleasure to see you and meet with you and chat with you today, and thanks so much for your time, and we look forward to hearing the news and seeing more from the fields in Tokyo.
Yes, that, and plus we are looking forward to having a team of global citizens during the upcoming International Women's Polo Tournament.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.